To our team, after we played at DePaul, and certainly in the press conferences that I had both preparing for this game and then after the game, that we had to do a much better job of being a little bit more confrontational, figuring out how to get the ball in the lane and get to the free throw line so the game can be a little bit longer. And we're not perfect, but I thought obviously with where we settled, the amount of free throws that we were able to get tonight, it's vast improvement. And I really think that no matter what the competition or who the competition would have been tonight, had we played with the same mentality maybe that we have over the last 2, 3, 4 games, that, we probably would have shot 33s. We probably would have gone to the free throw line, 8 to 10 times. And our team has to be able to do both, right? Football coach, again, I've never played football. I love watching football. I think you have to be able to run and pass, and that's a little bit like us. We've got to be able to get the ball in the lane, get to the free throw line, be able to score in the interior. We had our opportunities that sometimes we're not finishing like we need to, but we need to have those type of attempts. And then mix in, again, feet set threes. There's certain guys that should be able to shoot them at any point. They catch the ball as long as they're open. And they'll do a better job. I believe in Noah Locke. I know he's, struggling right now, but I know what he is as a shooter. I see him every day in practice. It's going to take one or two to go down, and that's going to happen for us soon. So.
Chris, did you see that more confrontational approach, and beyond that, what did you see that helped the ball get in the paint?
A little bit. We tried to be pretty specific with it too. Several of our sets were to the rim. Whether they were drives, slips, post ups, and I think. I can't just tell those guys, be more confrontational and us play 5 out and 4 out, 1 in at times, or 4 out with the big opposite. We've got to put our guys in position where they can be, confrontational. They have a lot of confidence because they know this is the opportunity I have to get the ball to the rim. And, again, still had some balls knocked out of our hands, get the ball slapped off of our thigh. A couple of our guys just have to realize that, this level – you got to be able to play through contact. You got to expect contact. And it's taken a few guys a little bit longer to learn that.
Chris, did you like the post-ups that you were getting tonight and what you got out of them?
Yeah, I thought, Malik put a couple in. And, again, Jeff, you get the ball on a smaller team and you're 1 foot away from the basket. What do you want me to do? Try to draw up something that gives us 6 inches from the basket? Like that? That's a good shot for us. And it's going to converge help. But guys like Malik, guys like Dre, Sid had a post up in the first half. And again, we've got to be able to, if we get doubled, that's our opportunity to play 4-on-3 somewhere else. And we've got to be able to get the ball out safely. Jalen struggles with that. I told him during the one of the plays at the end, one of the post ups, like, son, the defender has hands. Right? He's got hands. Lower the daggone hands and throw the ball out to the man that's open. Again, he's not used to his back to the basket, but my gosh, we need him to be a little bit more confrontational, a lot more confrontational.
There were, I think, 9 or 10 offensive fouls tonight. Is that a byproduct of you trying to be more confrontational?
Probably.
Draw contact?
So I don't want to, scream at our guys. Again, the decision-making needs to be way better, but probably is a byproduct. I thought a couple of the charges were just careless on our part. We're going 100 miles an hour when it's not called for. They're set up. We're in the half court 5-on-5. But there's probably a few of those calls where, hey, coach wants me to get the ball in the lane, and that's, showing that they're taking the message. We just got to be better at it.
Hey, Chris, what if anything specific did JJ do to earn a few minutes?
I just feel like, he's long. He's got good touch. JJ is behind those other guys. It is what it is. In the time he got in the very beginning, it's thrown out of the way for an offensive rebound on the free throw. We talked to him about their switching ball screens and trying to get in and out before the switch can occur so we can get you down the lane. And, again, he hasn't had a lot of experience playing this year, but I've been in that situation too as a player. you give me 4 assignments, like I'm gonna make sure I'm 4 for 4, not 1 for 4. And so I got to be able to count on him, and that's how you earn more and more minutes. But he's behind those guys. You know, on the perimeter, he's got a good touch. He struggles when guys get up under him in 4-out, 1-in situations. But I also think our other guys have to play better. Again, it's a little bit like I've said before. I don't know what to expect in a few of these guys. And they're going to have to figure out how to earn that trust from our coaching staff where, hey, he's getting the first shot after Malik goes out. We got to put Jalen there, and Jalen was our second 5 tonight, and that'll probably be the way it is moving forward until some of those other – because we can play a little bit more unique until a couple of those other guys can figure it out.
Chris, with the emphasis that you guys had down in the paint in this game, especially in the beginning, did that allow you guys to get a little bit more comfortable with shots out on the perimeter and get better looks out there?
I think you will. I can't necessarily say that that was the reason we got great looks tonight, but it just makes sense, man. You start getting the ball in the lane, defenses collapse. If they don't, and you can finish through contact or over your defender, then you're just going to continue to do that. And if they bring a help defender, if they slide over to take a charge and you spray it out, you're going to be more open. And we tried to play too much around the perimeter and generate those threes. That's not good basketball for us.
Chris, you guys have played pretty well on balance away from here, but when you talk about the toughness, the confrontational mentality, what kind of test do you expect over this next week? The next 2 games going to Western and Kentucky.
Yeah, it's a great rivalry game. They certainly get up for us. We get up for them. I mean, we know it's an interstate game, and there's going to be a lot of emotion in the arena on Saturday, and that's a good thing. Our guys are looking forward to the challenge, and just because we've played well away from home the majority of the time doesn't mean that we've earned it on Saturday. We've got to have a really good practices leading up to the game, and go in there with an outside the wire mentality.
Anything else?
Thank you.